Okay, well, it's Funko time. Funko can't go anywhere where it's not just a booth, it's an experience. So even at Toy Fair here, you can see we have Funko Alley. So we'll be checking out all the variety of Funko products they have here from their different brands, including the Pop, including the Loungefly, and more. We're going to start with the FNAF case over here. You can see an assortment of characters, and we'll try to get better views on them from the other side, but I wanted to go through what was street-facing here. We have this new sort of like Snaps series. You can see the assortment of plushes, and then we have some new upcoming and re-release figures as well. So you got Circus Foxy, you got Bonnie and Freddy from that very first line that included Springtrap. So again, here at Toy Fair, we're seeing characters that have previously been released because they're showing you the breadth of the product line. I do really enjoy this Snap Security Breach. I think it's Wally or Montgomery Gator's room here. I don't know why I always said Wally Gator. So over here, we have those very popular VHS line that has come out recently, and we saw this with the Blockbuster debut at Comic-Con. So you can get a whole assortment of characters. There is that Chase Stay Puft that you get, as well as the soda cans that feature characters. I mean, Funko just has something for everyone. It's kind of crazy. Over here, we have the Stranger Things and the demo bats assortment here with Eddie and Dustin, and then you have this great Hagrid's hut. So they're really building these out. I think this is the first time I've seen this Indiana Jones with the poster and this larger size pop here, so that's pretty cool. And they also have a Ron, Hermione, and then an Alice as well. Just checking out some of the games we have here. We've shown you the recent Star Wars Rivals series that you can see on Rebel Scum for more details on that. We have an upcoming Screen game. Of course, that amazing Goonies game and the expansion that we have shown you guys in the past. Now they have a new version of Survive Till 6 a.m. This is the Security Breach version of that. That really cool. It's a Small World. So if you're a fan of Small World, this game was really neat. I mean, it's for a younger crowd, but I think it really captured a lot of the elements. There is that, of course, Indiana Jones Sands of Adventure. This is available right now. Now, the other thing with Funko is they also own Mondo now. So everything Mondo you could be able to see at the Funko booths, including that memeable Wolverine there. This great Rick and Morty set that is upcoming as well. And then some more animated series X-Men. They do some fantastic animated series X-Men. So you have that Magneto, that Jubilee, that Wolverine we shown you here out of the box. And I think this is a relatively new one, but this Sabretooth animated as well. And then some classic fan favorites, including that amazing animated Joker from the Batman series and Batman himself. One more you have here is this Man-Thing. I think this is relatively new as well. But just a great assortment of products. And I want to round out the cases here, and I absolutely love this. And it's the McDonald's Halloween-themed characters. I remember getting some of these in boxes as a kid in the Happy Meals, but you could get them here in Funko form. And there's a variety of their horror lines here. And Halloween is coming up, so you're going to be able to get pails. Now they have a collector's pail for a Darth Vader helmet as well. And then, of course, they have the holidays. So continuing on, you got holiday versions of characters. And then, of course, you get that classic Nightmare Before Christmas set. Looks like we're going to get a box set of Holiday Nightmare Before Christmas. That's very cool. And then over here to their bread and butter, the Funko lines, which they have in sports lines as well, if you weren't aware of those. So you can get a lot of fandom from your different characters there. And then the music lines, so you can get all sorts of characters from music as well. And including movies. So it's not just classic comic book characters, but now we also have Barbie pops from the Barbie movie. So Gold Disco Barbie, President Barbie, Western Barbie. There's just going to be something for everyone, as always. And we'll be checking out more of the Funko booths as well. Loungefly has got an assortment of items from Funko. You can see clothing here in the windows. You can see backpacks. They do a lot of these really great backpacks and these extended change purses and whatnots as well. From everything, My Little Pony, they do Hello Kitty, Scooby-Doo, Pokemon. Nothing is missed here with Loungefly. So I'm going to take you through the Funko booth here. Now that we're inside, we're going to take a look at the variety of pops. Now, a lot of these are out. A lot of them are coming out very soon. It's, of course, it's Halloween season. So we're going to be seeing a lot of these horror-themed pops. And they also have bags and buckets for your young trick-or-treaters, or hey, if you're an older person that wants to trick-or-treat too, go for it. So we're going to have a variety of holiday-themed ones as well. So they have ones for Christmas season, and they have ones for Halloween season, and pretty much any season. And they have little displays, and they have some fan favorites dressed up in holiday attire, and then these great advent calendars that they've been doing recently that everyone loves, and then these really amazing build-out scenes where it's like a whole cinema scene, like Kevin here and the wet bandits coming up the stairs. So Funko really has an unlimited amount of products they're offering. Here's some look at some of their sports stars. So they have football players, they have NASCAR drivers and pit crews, and everything else. I mean, soccer, they have basketball, they have just pretty much every sport imaginable. Then they have a music line, so you could see these album covers with pops, or you could see entire boy bands or entire musical groups as well. And so just so much in the offerings, it's endless. So here's some from the newer properties. So we have Blue Beetle over here on the right, and then the Barbie movie over here on the left. So Funko Barbie, if that was another character that they missed an opportunity on. And then you have some from the I don't know when it's releasing, but the Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So at least the pops came out, unknown about the movie. So over here on this shelf, you're going to see an assortment of characters from TMNT, so from Mayhem, along with the plushes they're offering as well. So you got the main characters, you got the supporting characters, just a lot there. Power Rangers, so an ode to the 90s on the shelf, and even those little mini pops, pop sockets or whatever they call them. And then, of course, again, some more horror with Treehouse of Horror. So it's not enough to do The Simpsons. We also have to extend it to these great Treehouse of Horror. And I think that's something they do really unique here, as you can see with the food. It's like this very niche fan base that they sort of service. And here's the original FNAF, Chuck E. Cheese, next to his buddy Toucan Sam. And then over here, we have some of the Friends pops. We have the Office pops with a big check. And like, again, that little niche element, like they have Andy here with the bloody nipples from the episode where they did the 5K. So they really do that well. And I think that's why they're able to do so much, is because there are people that really, really want this like one specific character from this one specific scene that's memeable or something like that. So that's how they're able to do that. And of course, Pokemon, you can't go wrong with Pokemon. Continuing on the other side, we got Groot and all his little plushes and his buddies from Guardians of the Galaxy, so that's all from the latest film. These are all various Avengers characters, and I love these Werewolf by Night characters because they really capture that black and white old school horror aspect too. So bravo for doing the black and white versions. So I just love whenever anyone's able to stay faithful to a medium like that. And then we have a whole assortment of characters here from Ted Lasso and from other properties as well. And what I like about these ones down here, the Stranger Things ones, you get Vecna with the house, even though the house isn't like scale. It's just a fun little element, little world building to do. So something they're experimenting with, like I said, with those cinema scenes as well. And then you have an assortment of characters here from 300. Of course, we need 300 pops. Why not? Hopefully they make 300 pops. And then over here you have Harry Potter, like the headmaster with the school, and all sorts of little elements like I was talking about. And then just some more from the world of Disney. So you have some of those Disney series stars, Disney princess stars. There's so much Disney. And on to a quick look at some more advent calendars from the world of Harry Potter, from Mickey, from Spider-Man, from DC. There's really something for everyone here and for your little tykes. And there's these little mini horror ones as well. So if you want a countdown clock, who says it has to be to Christmas? I know that these are all designed for the holidays, but heck, you can get one of these and make it for Halloween. Here's a look at those little Blockbuster Rewind series where you have the different figures in their old VHS-inspired packaging. Here's some more of those great album covers I was talking about, or cinema scenes, like you got in the bottom there. And then you have these other bigger sets for albums as well. And then you have all the way up to these giant sets for Mickey and Dumbo. And here's a closer look at those Rewind series figures. Some of them have chases in them, like the Stay Puff, where he could be a burnt Stay Puff. And they even have these figures that go in the cans as well. We continue our journey in the never-ending Funko booth, looking at all the different pops, including those Transformers from the original cartoons there. You can see those great classic paint schemes from the G1. You get that Joker from the 90s. Again, that really dedication to that niche factor. And these are the Evergreen Series, so these are a little bit different from the other ones. They're a little bit more attuned to the medium. These aren't baubles or anything like that. You got the Amblin Moon there with the ET. You get Homer in front of a television. It's just, yeah, they kind of just have everything for everybody, including One Piece. So they have their anime lines as well. So, and then Groot from the Disney Plus series and those Pokemon, as we talked about before. So part of Toy Fair is not just showing off what you have new and upcoming, but it's showing off purchasers like the breadth of your product line. So if they're interested in diversifying for their stores, you just show them the kinds of things you offer. So a lot of these are out already. These aren't any new surprises, and some of them are new or upcoming, but just giving you an idea of why we're seeing. And here we go with the FNAF lines. We got Holiday FNAF, and now these really awesome giant figures that look like 12, 13 inches with Freddy and Bonnie here. So continuing that classic line, and it looks like they do have articulation as well. And now they have some statues here. You see this one of Lefty. So expanding this line a little bit, as they're really the only one that doesn't. I love this Foxy here busting out of the curtain. That's a fun little statue as well. And here's a close look at that advent calendar we showed you before. But this little series here, this little sort of switchable socket space is really picking up and expanding and including everything up to Security Breach. So it's kind of got all the characters, and now you get to do scenes as well. But they keep with the traditional figures are there, and then they have more of these build out scenes and then the plushes. So I think they're the primary unit that is doing Freddy right now. So they really need to keep satisfying the fan base. They even have this little Jack in the Box for Freddy here. But yeah, I mean, if you're a FNAF fan, this is where you're going to get your fix, is through these different lines, including these awesome giant ones coming soon. So Shutterfly offers a variety of purses and handbags and change purses. Now it's primarily geared toward women, but I guess, I mean, if you don't really care, you get away with some of these, like this awesome duck purse. I mean, it's an awesome bag to have either way from Nightmare Before Christmas there. He's even got the creepy beak. But most of these are pretty dynamic. They have another set that doesn't have so much layering to them, like the clock here from Nightmare Before Christmas. Those old McDonald's pails up there. There's so many great things here. I'm a little jealous that I can't carry or pull off carrying one of these bags because they're so awesome and they're really attuned to the fan base, and I'll let you accessorize while still displaying that love. And here's some of the more tamer, not three-dimensional ones that they have on this side. So you can see a lot of things inspired by Disney, Pixar. You get Corpse Bride, you get Goosebumps, and of course Ghostbusters. Of course Ghostbusters. You gotta have Ghostbusters. And the original Ghostbusters, the Scooby-Doo gang. And then you got some more up here on the top, a little bit more expressive from Haunted Mansion here. And then this amazing Soundwave in Star Wars 1. I mean, I think I could pull off this Soundwave. It's just awesome. And the Star Wars arcade one, maybe not with the wallet there, but these are just really awesome bags. Should really be for anybody. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe they're diversified to men's accessories in the future. But this is basically what's in the booth right now. And here we go. We're going to end off with Mondo, because Funko bought Mondo just a couple years ago. So we have these really amazing Masters of the Universe figures they do. So you see He-Man here riding on the Battle Cat. And then you see this awesome Godzilla statue over here on the side. Pretty heavy, pretty detailed, pretty expensive. You got some of these like variant Godzilla and Kaiju characters over here with this like electric blue. So it's sort of this really neat artistic look to these figures that you can't really get anywhere else. And then on the right, you see this really awesome Mothra statue. I mean, look at the coloring on this thing. It's just gorgeous. It's just beautiful. It's big. It's going to have a little weight to it. And then you wrap around the front and you can see him with his little egg here too. So really nice dynamic statue capturing all of the likeness and just what we've expect from the Mondo line. Well, I hope you enjoyed that look at the Funko booth. Some nice surprises, some pleasant things to see as always. So that's all for this time. Like, subscribe, and follow, and we'll see you guys at the next booth.